So this is part 2, the continuation of my finishing off of the Husqvarna Carpenter's axe, or any axe from Husqvarna or whatever. This axe handle does not have much of a finish on it. I think it might actually have no finish on it, but it is a little bit rough, and there's a couple scrapes in it. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I've shown you the things you're going to need: 100 grit sandpaper, 600 grit sandpaper, and a little boiled linseed oil. So here's how you do this. So just you go ahead and grab the paper, and you want to run it along the grain as much as possible. And just remove some of those rough spots, and if your axe does have any kind of finish on it, you want to get that off. It's okay if you get these labels off. Everybody knows that Husqvarna has its nice maker's mark right there on the axe head. These handles actually look very good, and everybody appreciates a well-finished handle. You're going to see how beautiful this handle is going to become as soon as I apply some of this boiled linseed oil. And the boiled linseed oil, that's the best stuff for a handle. It just feels so nice. You can click the link below in the description to buy that on Amazon. It's quite cheap. Or you can buy it at your local general store or Lowe's or Ace, whatever. Just make sure you go with the grain all the way along, and that way you won't have any scratches on the wood. It'll just follow the grain, and then you can't really, it doesn't disrupt the structure of the wood. The other thing is, for the second level of sandpaper, 600 maybe a little bit too much. You may want to do something like 100 and 300. That's probably good enough. You don't want your axe to be too smooth. You don't want it to be slippery. The boiled linseed oil will make it nice and grippy, but you still just make sure you don't. Just try it out. See what works better for you. You can always make it more rough by going back to a more coarse grit. So backing up from whatever you were at, and that way it won't be as slippery. Guys, I've been going here and kind of chatting about this a little bit. I think I'm going to stop at the 100 grit because it actually feels very nice. I think going to the 600 is just going to make it way too smooth. It feels very nice right now, and when you're going to be using this, your hand will polish it off, where you hold it, and it'll get more smooth in those parts. But you just don't want it to be too slippery, and I'm really liking it right now. So I'm going to stop at 100. I'm not going to go to that 600. That's a preference thing for you, Try what works for you. You might like the higher grit, or the higher grade. So then, once you're done with that, you just want to take again one of your paper towels and just wipe off all of the dust. From the whole handle. And then I use a glove. You don't have to. And you just want to apply a couple coats of this boiled linseed oil. Like the knife? Maybe a review of that coming soon. Stay tuned. Just put a little bit in your hand, like that. And then just run it along the handle. Oh, that looks good. You want to get in the edge here. It's going to suck up a lot there. That was beautiful. Look at that color coming out right away. See that? This has a really nice handle. And you want to go up here. This is going to need a little bit more. Just dab it on there. And then you can let this sit for a little bit. Add another coat. You can probably, add about 3 coats or so. Or even 1 coat is okay. But it looks like it's really shiny right now, but all of that is going to get sucked up by the wood. And this will protect the wood, and it feels really good in your hand when you're working with it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And to watch the sharpening of this axe, go ahead and click the link up here and you'll watch me honing the edge. To watch a review of this axe, click up here. This has been Eugene with Review Outdoor Gear. Thank you for your comments, thank you for your views and your interest, and you can click down here to subscribe to my channel. Praise God, enjoy the outdoors.